Hi, John. I hear you were on vacation when it all came down. Is that right? Where were you and what was your reaction?
Yeah, I was actually in Cabo for a charity event. Found out right before I was getting ready to head out on a boat, so it was interesting timing. Kind of more felt bad that I missed a lot of phone calls and things like that. So just trying to play kind of catch up now, introduce myself, getting to meet everybody over the phone, and kind of start figuring out logistics now that I'm back home in Pittsburgh.
I mean, it's a first time being traded for you. What were the emotions but is there also excitement about coming to a team that obviously sees you as the next stepping stone in their rebuild?
Yeah, very exciting. I'm obviously it's tough being in one place for so long. You've got to say bye to a lot of close friendships just with people within the organization, outside the organization. But for me and my family, we're really excited for the next chapter. I still feel like I have a lot left to prove, and excited to get the season going and play. I mean, hopefully we can get Detroit into the playoffs.
Have you talked to Steve or Todd or anybody?
I spoke with Steve this morning. We played phone tag the last few days, just flying back from Cabo and having a few flights, getting to Pittsburgh and all that, and different time zones made it a little challenging. But had a conversation with him this morning, and super excited to get everything going.
Thank you.
Carlos?
Yeah, John, just as an outsider, not being in the organization and with one team for so long, but what is your perception about the Red Wings? And as far as it's been 9 years since they've made the playoffs, what's your perception about the Wings and where they are in their rebuild?
I mean, I think they're right there. I mean, I mean, first off, it's the original six historic franchise. I got a little taste of cheering for the Red Wings when I lived in Ann Arbor, Michigan for 2 years playing at the NCDT. So having a little bit of familiarity being from with the Michigan area helps. And then as far as the team, I mean, you see how close they've been the last few years. And I mean, what was it, 2 years ago or something like that, where it came down to the final game of the season. So I mean, I think that goes to show their resume the last few years that they're right there. And I mean, that's where I want to be. I want to be fighting for the playoffs, getting in the playoffs. And I truly feel that all you got to do is make it in the playoffs. And once you do that, it's a whole new season, whether you're the President's Trophy winner or the eighth seed. I mean, you never know what could happen.
Just my other question is, who do you know on the team, and have you reached out to them? Have they reached out to you as far as what the general vibe is for the team? It's going to be a big year for Iserman this year. What's your vibe, or who do you know on the team who's maybe giving you some pointers?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was kind of crazy a couple of days. I'm just starting to kind of talk to everybody now. Dylan called me when I was on the boat in Pablo, and Andrew Kopp had the same agent. So just some guys with the same agency and guys that I played with in the past. Still kind of going through getting some names and numbers and meeting everybody now. Obviously, with the July 1 and everything going on, it's been a busy week. I'm sure it'll be a busy few days. So I'm sure as things start to settle in and all that, then there'll be more of all that going on.
Thank you.
Kevin Allen?
Hey, John, thanks for doing this. Your name has sort of been out in the rumor mill for a long time, and it always seemed like you weren't quite ready to make the move. But having been in Anaheim as long as you were, do you feel like it's the right time for you to go? And if so, why is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. Like I was saying earlier, I think it's a new chapter, fresh start, kind of going in. Excited to prove myself. I mean, I think it's just an exciting opportunity. You get a team and an organization that really wants to get back into playoff hockey. They've been so close for a couple years, and for me, just coming in, being a part of that, such a historic franchise, and just like that. I mean, the new arena, it's just really exciting time, and I'm really privileged and honored to be coming in and be a part of it all.
Hey John, when it comes to your playing time, you've went from playing around 50 games a couple years. This year, I think you had about 29, 30 starts this year. When it came to for you looking opportunity and with how goaltending has gone, like what's kind of your ideal number of games played with how goaltending has evolved right now, and as you've progressed in your career and you just kind of look at your future in Detroit here and sharing a crease with Cam Talbot here for this season?
I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, everyone's different. I mean, you could run into an injury throughout the year, and maybe you have to monitor the game. So I think it's a really hard to sit here and give you a black and white is 45, 50, 55, whatever game is the amount to play. I mean, everybody's body's different throughout the season. You're going to have unforeseen challenges, bumps and bruises here and there. So I just try to put myself in the best position possible throughout the summer with training and conditioning to be ready for the season, to hopefully be as healthy as I can throughout the season and play as many games as possible.
Can you recall anything that maybe stood out to you about him as a coach and just your excitement level of, getting back with him?
Yeah, I had him there for the World Cup of Hockey. And then, I mean, obviously he's been around coaching for a while, especially in the Pacific Division. So, I mean, just playing against him, I mean, any time that we were going against one of his teams, they're well coached, very well structured, disciplined. I mean, he kind of holds his standard and his principles, and you just kind of go. And kind of piggyback off that, I had a lot of experience with Trent Yanni as well. I kind of grew up with him. He was my first coach in Norfolk, and then had him for quite a few years in Anaheim. So just kind of having some familiar faces there with Trent Yanni and Todd definitely helps ease the transition.
Off Kevin's question a little bit, when the trade finally happened, was it almost like a relief or something? I mean, like you said, I mean, it's been in a rumor mill for about 10 years or something. Did it feel kind of like relief a little bit?
Honestly, it feels like it just started sinking in kind of here recently. I mean, just from being away and all that, and kind of just being on a whirlwind, and now kind of finally coming home and explaining it to our kids and whatnot. And now it's more exciting and kind of starting to soak in more than, I guess, when it originally happened.
Did you expect it? I mean, did you kind of expect something to happen here pretty soon or something?
I thought maybe there was a chance. My agent knew I was going away. He said he was going to kind of let me go, but if he texted me or called me, then to call him back if something was going on. And I think I got a call early in the morning, and I called him back a few minutes later, and maybe thought something was going on, wasn't sure where, and then just kind of the details started coming in from there.
Hey, what's going to be, I mean, you were there for a decade or whatever. What's going to be the biggest adjustment coming over here, like on ice, I guess?
I don't know yet. As far as on ice, maybe just the way the systems are. But I mean, I like I said, I kind of played under Todd for a little bit. I know Trent Yanni and how the defensive structure is. So I don't know if there's going to be a ton. I mean, like I said, it's still kind of new and fresh, but hopefully not too much.
Hey, John, as somebody who's played in one place for your whole career till now, like, what are you most looking forward to about a fresh start?
I think just the new experiences, being with a new team, a new organization, just seeing. I mean, you get in one place for so long. I mean, obviously, I've been there through different new practice rinks and all that, but coming to a new organization, seeing what they have to offer, meeting new people and new faces, and just building those connections and relationships, and hopefully come in and be able to help the team win.
And I'm sorry if I missed this, but do you know when you're planning to come to Detroit? Are you planning to spend some time here in the lead up, or?
I'm not exactly sure yet. Like I said, I just got back to Pittsburgh. Me and my family, we spend our summers here in Pittsburgh, so it's not too far of a drive. I'm sure we'll be driving up just to figure out houses and get our kids in school and all that. So we'll definitely be up before the season starts. Just not sure when yet. Want to try to figure out some, hopefully get up some houses or stuff like that, and come up and make a trip out of it.
And then last thing on the Pittsburgh note, I believe you would have been a high schooler in Pittsburgh in 08 and 09. What are your best memories from those back-to-back Cup finals?
Yeah, it was. I don't know how old I would have been then, but I remember watching the one where they lost to Detroit in my room. I was pretty upset. And I think I was away for hockey for the next one, but definitely remember those battles. And obviously, I have to remember growing up a Pittsburgh fan, Fleury save, and so I remember the good and the bad from both of them.